Welcome, Warriors. I want to congratulate you on your overall performance as a team and as individuals. As coaches, we couldn't be more proud of your effort at practice and in competition. Overall, our mindset is improving. We're becoming more aggressive and focused on operating in a determined state of urgency. This is all key to developing the total wrestler, and I feel it's time to introduce some of the more elevated techniques that we can use daily to improve our mindset. The reason many of these techniques are effective is because they focus on all levels of consciousness. They address all the voices in our head, our supporters, our saboteurs, our inner warrior. And that's where I wanted to kind of lead off today with one of the most powerful techniques that I often suggest to athletes, especially those within an individual sport like ours. And this is the use of alter egos. Although at first the embodiment of fictional characters and personas may seem like a gimmick, but there's new research out there that suggests that there's some real psychological benefits to the strategy. Adopting an alter ego is an extreme form of self-distancing, which involves taking a step back from our immediate feelings to allow ourselves to view the situation more dispassionately. The self-distancing gives us a little extra space to think rationally about the situation and actually take ourselves out of it to rein in undesirable feelings like anxiety and increase our perseverance for challenging tasks and boost our self-confidence and self-control. There was one study where participants were to ask about a challenging event in the near future and to address them in one of two ways: immersed in the condition, and we're told to picture it from the inside, whereas the distance condition, we're asked to picture it from afar, like a fly on the wall. The differences were striking, with those taking a distance viewpoint feeling much less anxious about the event compared to the immersed group. The self-distancing also encourages greater feelings of self-efficacy in the sense they could proactively cope with any situation and achieve their goals. Often called the Batman effect, self-distancing seems to enable people to reap positive effects of leading them into focus on the big picture. It's possible to see events as part of the broader plan rather than being bogged down in the immediate feelings of being immersed in it. And this has led to some research to wonder whether it could also improve elements of self-control, like determination, by making sure that we keep focused on our goals, even in the face of distraction. This being able to distance ourselves in a third-person perspective is a great way to develop that alter ego. I think back in my competition days, and I definitely had an alter ego when I stepped on the mat. It's funny, I often remember getting off the mat after competing and actually having asked my teammates what happened. My alter ego had a simple name: Huge. Huge always showed up big when needed, and it worked wonders when I was never me on the mat. It was huge. It gives us a perspective very similar to watching a film, but firsthand, in the now. So what is an alter ego? Alter egos are like a persona, and personas are extreme versions of ourselves. So we take what is inside of us and we put it into a character and we embody that character. You know, for years I used to say, wear the hat. Whatever job you're doing, wear the hat. But when it comes to wrestling, embodying a persona, creating an alter ego is a way to improve your in the now and eliminate distractions. It's easier to direct somebody else than it is to control ourselves. So think about it. Given the opportunity, who would your wrestling alter ego be? Would that alter ego be standing on the podium in March? If you have any interest in building a persona or alter ego, do not hesitate to reach out to me, and we'll put a plan into the works. Remember that alter ego is your inner warrior. Who is your warrior? What is the name? Keep up the great work, Warriors. This is Coach Czar, and I'll see you on the mat.